about that, another interruption, as I said, when there are interruptions and there's other energy, and this energy it can really, really boggle my head because they're using frequencies on me and using frequencies on them. And then there's a TV, they're using frequencies on it, and it can really scatter my brains. Damn, talk about a scattered brain. God damn. And that's what they have made me. So I stop right here. And here we have the word woe. And then I go from woe and I begin to research the word woe and what it means and other things. Like at the top of the other page I just turned from it, there were things like dictionaries and stuff. However, I had my own books and I was not roaming the internet like this. I would be on the internet now. The books that the government left me, because they took all my books and shit. The little few books they left me, I would have them on the table and I would be studying and opening up my books and writing on paper and this and that. And then my children said, you don't have to do that. The internet has the books you have, and and then I also knew that I could write on Windows something. I know you write on it. I don't remember their names. I have too much shit in my head to remember. So from here, there's the words lamentation and wailing. So I had to also go and study these words, but it'll take me a while to actually get to where I'm going, because it took me years of studying my name and going through all of this. However, here's I need Hebrew lexicon. Wailing. Now, in researching those two words, especially wailing, I get to another word which takes me to lament, and then you go to the etymology and to moan and bewail and all this kind of other damn shit. It takes a minute to get to certain words, and then I find the word bitter. Once I found the word bitter, that is B-I-T. And it's also, people would say, because if you fight me, I will bite your ass. And they say, damn, she bit her. Yeah, because I'll bite the shit out of you. That's why they took my teeth out. They got something to do with her and Biff too. That's another story. Now, in the word bitter is 8563. So we are dealing with Babylon language. So 8563 is babbled. Here's my birthday, 58. And here is the year I came to Yahweh, 8 and 3. And I will call this H a hand, as in Yud. Now, if we go there, there's bitterness. Here's my birthday again, 58, also 83. Also in this Babylon number is 53, which that's for military. So when I found out about military weaponry, they had been took my books. They took my books in maybe 2006. Frankie J was paying for my storage, but no one was paying for me to eat. And I would make things, and I would probably get a donation for maybe once a month or once every other month. And I look back, once I found out about this program, and I look back I can see these people when they're ready to give me a donation for some of the things that I created. And then they changed their minds, and I was like, wow, this shit's been going on for a long time. But anyway, that word goes into bitter. And this is why I always say lamentation means bitter. And I keep saying that, and it actually doesn't. Not literally. Not technically. You have to dig your hands into this word to find this word. Although they are together, However, and I'm going to read something that I also found in finding my name too. See, Jeremiah 6:26. I was born 5/26. However, York was born June 20. No, he wasn't. June 27th. June 26th. York was born June 26th. So, but this is not my birthday, but I will take the 26th. Now, if we deal with this word bitter, well, if we deal with all of these words, most of the words will go into 26 before you get to the 58. Right here is H1, 2, 3, 2. The 2 is wild. So I really don't have to use it twice. I could if I want to and possibly get my whole birthday, but I'm not going to do that. Just going to say 3 plus 3 is 6. That'll give you 26. This right here number, see, I have this also written in my book, and it tells you what all these numbers mean. Here's the number, and here's the number. These are either my phone number or my address, or it was a check I wrote or something. I don't remember. But here we have a straight 26. Also here, 2 from 6 will give you, I don't have to do that. Or 2 from 8 will give you 6. And you can have 26 that way. Or you can say 4 plus 2 is 6 and have 26 that way. Here again, 26. This number deals with harm or death and some other things, so I can't go into that right now. 26 and a 13. Ain't that something? In the morning is 60. Guess I was only 60 degrees woke at the time, because damn, all the knowledge I had no knowledge at all. You have no knowledge if you do not know what these people are doing to all of us. And then here it says bitter, and I said that's when you get the 8 and the 5, see? This is when you get the 8 and the 5. I can explain that too, but it takes a while, because as I said, it took me maybe several years to even begin to put this book together, and I just had spirals all wow. Man, I used to write all the time. I wanted to ensure my fingers, if I wasn't writing, I was sewing or doing their children's hair, folding up clothes, decorating my house, whatever I was doing, I needed my youth to do it with. And I was going to ensure my youth until all this happened. I was calling insurance companies and everything and talking to them about it. Now, and this is why I always say lamentation means bitterness. Bitter. And bitter is B-I-T, which is my name. And I'm very, 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 very bitter. It says, "O daughter of my people, gird thee with sackcloth." And that's what I'm wearing right now. Wow. I knew exactly what this scripture meant after they took my children and I read it. At the time, I still had my things, my belongings, my house, my car, my books, my pictures, all the things my children ever made me or ever bought for me or ever given to me. A lot of things they had from kindergarten on up, and their diplomas or certificates or whatever they had. And then I made them also. I made them certificates for when I taught them at home too. So I had all these things when this happened, but it said sackcloth, and I can when I read that, this, "O daughter of my people," which daughter is Bait, and it could be also Bethia, and Bathsheba, also Bettina, because Bettina goes into where's the derivative of a lot of other things that are misnomers. And then you get Bettina. It says, "Oh, daughter." And Bettina also will take you to the word ancient. Like at auctions, they have these things. I forget what it's called. But anyway, they call it Bettina. I was at work one day and someone called in about their telephone, and I was talking to them, and when I answered the phone, they said that they were speaking with Bettina, and she told me what my name was, and I went home and I began to study it, and after I began to study that name, oh wow, it's like pieces, like pick up the pieces just as falling. Okay, now it says, "O daughter of my people, gird thee with sackcloth." I can see myself losing the things I had because I read a scripture and I studied it when CPS here in Cali came and took my things from me, and it said that they were going to take my garments and my jewelry, and when I went to jail they took my jewelry and they gave it back. And when I went to jail in Florida after all this shit happened, they took my jewelry and tried not to give it back. Are you fucking nuts? My jewelry are antiques. That's what patina means. Patina means antique. Antique will take you back to ancient. Ancient will take you back to my name, Barua, and Hiram Abiff brought the name Barua, came down with Hiram Abiff because that was the name of his daughter. Yes, I researched me. Know yourself, not everybody else. It's okay to know about everybody else, but know thyself, right there in your face. Okay, and wallow thyself in ashes. I guess start back smoking, because I sure did. Make the mourning, because as for an only son, most bitter lamentation for the spoiler shall suddenly come upon us, and the spoiler for surely came upon us. And this is why I always say lamentation, because I've told this to many people, and then I have to always go back and let them know, no, I didn't mean lamentation. Because it goes like this, it's just a long way of studying. But lamentation, I started with this word, lamentation, and you get bitter. And it's 8563. It's also 53, which means military. It's the military that will make me bitter. Thus saith you, Tewafe, your voice was heard in Roma. In Roma, you hit that, it'll say Rachel, and lamentation and bitter weeping. Rael, we'll say Rachel, not that one, this one. Rael, weeping for her children, refused to be confronted for her children because they were not. And this is up here, bitter, and this is the military, 53. Taking my children away, how do I know that? Here's us, United States. And people could not comfort me, and they kept saying, oh, you have to forget about it. Forget about these bitches taking my children. What? Who the fuck says some stupid shit like that? My children were my life, so what are you telling me? Forget about my life? Even in the word weeping, there's the word 58. It was just so much that I knew it was talking about me, and this is why I say, I can get my life out of this goddamn book, and so can you. And so can you. And so can the pink man. The pink man knows his life. He knows his fate. He knows everything that is going on with this. And he knows everything that goes on with Hiram Abiff. And I ain't talking about that Hiram Abiff that he make y'all pay money for him to tell you a fucking story tale to put your baby to sleep. I ain't talking about that fucking Hiram Abiff. I'm talking about the Hiram Abiff that they made a movie off of. But you don't know it's Hiram Abiff, so you will not know. So I'm going to they did yesterday, they allowed me to get back a little bit of the things that I enjoy, and I began to make kind of a little junky over here. It was really, really junky last night. And I want to show this to you. It's kind of junky over here because I do a lot. And yeah, that's my grandbaby's plant. Children don't really care about their plants if you don't tell them what to do. That's what it looks like. But she's really a pretty cool cat. Cook her little ass off. Now, I began to make, see, it's going to be a baby bed. Yeah. For one of my dolls, her name is Georgina, and the reason her name is Georgina, because most of the dolls do have a Hebrew name. Their name is Hebrew. Whether it be Wolf, then their name is Hebrew. It's Wolf in Hebrew. I don't see her. I have a gang of dolls here. Maybe I'll come back and I'll show you a little bit of some things that I do. And like I said, the bed is going to be for Georgina's baby. And Georgina is the camera female, or the cameraman, but she's female, in the scenes that I create. So Yeah, I'd rather play with dolls than deal with people. Because with these dolls, these bitches can't get in their head. It cannot have these dolls have certain frequencies running through their bodies and begin to scatter my brain cells. And people don't know that that's what they're doing because they don't want to even know that they are being controlled by a machine. When I first found out, people, know, but not like people that I know, like in what they call real time, because time is a TI now. All the TIs is in real time. You're stupid. Don't you know? Time got TI in it. But anyway, in reality, they can't fuck with the dolls the way that they can fuck with other people around me, and the people around me don't know, because people around me don't want to actually know what is going on in this program. And when I did find out that these people were fucking with my brain cells, I was on the internet. I was not in reality doing this. And when they say I wasn't in reality doing this, that means that in a physical, people around me physically, I can see and touch them or whatever. And we can actually interact in a conversation, not like I'm just reading it or these people were just telling me. So I learned through the machine, the internet, that they were controlling my brain, my mind. I'm like, these people are crazy. So this is why I understand that people do not want to know that they are being controlled by a machine, a computer. And when they did find out, I did not want to stop finding out because it was about me. And there were too many people saying that they can do this to me. And I began to travel really quick, really fast. It's like pictures go. That's how fast these pictures go. And in the pictures, these are things that I have done. And it just goes so fast. And I saw a couple of things. And I, still that day, for many, many years, I used to wonder, what the fuck was going on? Or why did I do that? And there was something that I did not stop myself at doing. But I always wondered what the fuck was wrong with me. Who the fuck do shit like that? But there were many things where I almost got into some stupid shit and I was like, whoa. What the fuck is wrong with you? See, because my pineal gland always talks to me. My pineal gland will cuss me out. My pineal gland really will. Like, if I do some stupid shit, my pineal gland say, wait, hey, hold on. What the fuck you doing, goo? And I was like, what the fuck you doing, goo? Goo? Where the fuck that word come from, my pineal gland? But let me cut this off. It's going 18 minutes. And as I said, I really do want to get back to this. I can't wait until I finish it and finish the whole scene. It'll take a while. You can't write a scene in one day unless you only have 3 or 4 pictures. And shit talk out. And I hope you guys take the information that I gave you and you begin to research yourself. If you have any questions, you can just leave a message. I'm going to leave my phone number because I'm not scared that anybody calling me. Let a perp call me. My phone number, if I don't have time, I'm going to type it on this. And my phone is dying, so I really don't have time. In the meantime, Lahira out. Shit talk out.